He's just who I am at this point. So like,
Come on. G'day David, how are you?
hey, how are you?
My name's Luke, I'm one of the nurses here at Community Health.
Nice to meet you, Luke.
You mind if I call you David?
Dave's fine.
Dave's fine, beautiful. Mind if I take a seat?
It's all yours.
Fantastic. What have you been up to today, Dave?
Nothing. Couldn't, get into work today, so I just been at home.
Yeah, okay. What do you do for work?
I'm a journalist.
A journalist, really? How long have you been doing journalism for?
Oh, ever since I graduated uni at like 22, so like all my life, really.
Yeah, wow. How old are you now?
36 now.
36, okay. Is that a lot of writing, a lot of reading?
A lot of reading.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
as much writing as I'd want.
Yep.
Because I'm just stuck here in Ballarat, not being able to do the work I want to do, but
Yeah, and what sort of work do you want to do with journalism?
Well, I thought I'd be doing more meaningful, work than just writing about sports and the Ballarat town show.
Yeah, not much happens in Ballarat. It's just cold, and every now and then we get some funny characters running through the street. But yeah, no, I can imagine it would be frustrating. I suppose working in a town like this.
You go into this degree like, oh, your work's going to change the world. Journalists are the barrier that keep, companies and governments in line, and then you get out there, and not only is it all going online now with these friggin' kids and their iPads, it's going to, I'm writing about sports, which I couldn't care less about.
Yeah, I'm about the same. I can't kick a football for the life of me. So, David, I've got a call from one of the doctors today. They've just asked me to come down and have a chat with you about some concerns. Are you happy if we talk about that and talk about why you've come in today?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, so what has brought you into the clinic today, David?
About a month ago, my dad died. The lung cancer.
Yep.
And, his own fault. Smoked all his life, got lung cancer and died. Don't know what he expected.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I'm doing the exact same thing. Been smoking since I was, 19, 20 at uni.
Yeah.
And then seeing him go through cancer for the last 3 years, and then spend the last 8 months dying, it frankly scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, okay.
But in saying that, I'm not going to change. I can't. I tried. I failed many times.
Okay.
So now I've got to work out how I can continue my life without dropping dead the same way Pa did.
Yeah, okay. Did you have, if you don't mind me asking, first of all, sorry to hear about your father.
Don't be sorry, it's his own fault. The same way it's my own fault.
Yeah. How long ago did he pass? You don't mind
About a
me
month
asking?
ago.
About a month ago, so it's quite recent.
Mm.
It's quite recent, yeah, okay. Do you feel that has increased the amount you're smoking, that stress, or I suppose that trauma?
Yeah, it definitely did. I started smoking a whole lot more when I was at the hospice.
Yeah.
Which got all the questions asked from work, where are you, what's going on, which then freaked me out more because I can't show work that I'm in strife, because if I got all this extra baggage with me, I wouldn't be able to get the transfer to Melbourne we keep talking about.
Yeah, so is work really putting a lot of stress on you?
Yeah, because they keep telling me to do more work, improve my writing, improve this, that and the other, but then don't give me any work opportunities to do that. They're like, go talk about the football game for the 1800 weeks in a row. Yeah. And then they keep talking about, there's promotion at Melbourne, finally go to Herald in Melbourne, do some real work there.
Yeah.
But then they hire all these new kids straight out of uni, and then apparently they're going to get the move up. And it's leaving the people like me to just cop the shit.
Yeah. So do you feel that the work you're doing isn't important?
When was the last time sports commentating was important?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I can see where you're coming from, and I know if I was in that position, it would be quite frustrating, I suppose. Yeah. And then I suppose with your father passing away and whatnot, you just feel like it's a whole lot of baggage, just kind of.
Yeah, and considering that I'm copying what he did.
Yeah. And
I expect it to go differently. Don't know how that's going to work.
Okay. But
again, not going to change.
Yeah. All right. No, I can understand why you feel that way. Yeah. So with you mentioned previously you tried to stop smoking in the past. What methods have you used to try and quit?
I just stopped.
You just stopped, just kind of cold turkey.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. And how many times have you tried that?
7 or 8.
Yeah. Sure. Sure. So, have you ever kind of considered seeing a GP before, Jack, to talk about the methods behind stopping, or even your concerns that you have?
I mean, I spoke to some of the nurses about it when Pa was in the hospice, but it's
Yeah.
just, even if I was to go through the whole process, as they kept calling it, work can't find out. You know, I need to be on top of my game if I'm going to be even an option to get this promotion to move down to Melbourne.
Yeah.
And if I have to go through all the process of doctors and medications and rehab and all that bullshit, it's just not going to work. And I can't, stop going on smoke breaks at work because everyone's going to know something's up.
Yeah. So you think it's important for you that things remain confidential, and I suppose that if we do start moving down that road of quitting, that it doesn't impact that work. So is that quite an important thing?
Yeah.
Okay. And before we go any further on that note, everything we do talk about is confidential, and everyone in this clinic will adhere to that. So keep that in mind as well. When you're at work, like what are or just in general, what are the barriers that you feel are stopping you from smoking? What keeps bringing you back? You mentioned you're quitting. What brings you back at the end of it all?
Well, I'd like to say, the environment, my co-workers, which probably are valid reasons in itself, but in saying that, I'll probably smoke a pack at work and then go home, buy another pack on the way home, keep smoking at home, go out to the pub with the boys, have a smoke there, then go home, smoke some more.
Yeah.
I could probably go, society, but it's just like, I still do it to myself.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So when we're at, talking about work in general, you said your co-workers, do you feel that you're smoking more because your co-workers are smoking, or do your co-workers stress you out, or what do you feel?
All of the above?
Yeah, so kind of everything with those co-workers. Are there, I suppose, people at work that don't smoke, that...
I think Jess doesn't.
Yeah.
But she's a receptionist, I don't really talk to her that much.
Yeah, okay. She's a good egg and whatnot.
She's fine.
Yeah.
She does her job. I don't like talking to her though because she's 19.
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
Yeah. No, I can imagine. So your work environment is what you're saying. I suppose is most of the people smoke there. Yeah.
Mm.
So I can understand what you mean by if you stop smoking, people would find out. Yeah. No, I can certainly understand that. I suppose you said you cold turkey before. Is cutting back something you think you could consider doing?
I mean, yeah, I guess, but I've thought about it before, but I think about it and then still go home and chug down 40 a day.
Yeah. And Jack, that's okay. I think everyone does things a bit differently, especially when it comes to smoking, because everyone's different. And when we say cut back, I suppose, Dave, I don't mean, cut it in half, but it might mean, on the third smoke break at work, I might not smoke with the rest of the blokes. I might just, have my 2 in the morning and then I'll miss that one and then I'll smoke the rest later. I think that's certainly a lot more achievable than, cutting half your smokes of the day. But is that something that you feel like you could do, even if it's one less cigarette at work? Is that something you feel that would be achievable for you?
I mean, I guess so. I hope so. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Is it something you'd be willing to try, or do you feel that even that might be a bit of a struggle? And if it is, that's okay, because we want to find a solution that works for you.
I haven't really got many more options, do I? So I guess it has to work.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Dave, I think if you're happy to, that's something I'd certainly like to look at doing. But on top of that, would you consider coming to see one of our GPs here at the clinic, keeping in mind that everything here is confidential and nothing we talk about when we release to work or your friends, this all stays here? Is that something you consider doing?
Sure.
Yeah. And if you'd like to, that's a conversation I can be part of when I refer you, or I can also be part of that conversation with the doctor and even your consult with him. If you'd like me to be there to discuss with him some of the things that you're worried about, or if you'd like to talk to both of us about the things you're worried about, it's certainly something we could do. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
And there is also no time frame on things. If you want to go home and give it some thought, that's fine. We can get a reception after this and we can book you in for a week or even a month's time.
I'm 36 and we're out of time. I better just do it.
Yeah, if you're happy to, David, I'll happily go with you and we can book that in and go from there. Beautiful.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, David, if you're happy with that, let's get you booked in and start looking at this journey to cut back on the smoking.
No,
Is that
done.
okay? Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks, David. It was nice to meet you.
You too, man.
Thank you.